Oregon's Attorney General is joining a new multi-state lawsuit to save SNAP benefits for thousands of legal residents. Back on Halloween, the USDA changed SNAP eligibility, narrowing who is allowed benefits among non-citizen groups like refugees. The memo from this agency states anyone that entered the U.S. through humanitarian paths are permanently ineligible for SNAP. The attorneys general argue that memo illegally rewrites rules to cut off food assistance for people who are fully eligible under the law. The group says the USDA also violated their own rules by not giving states 120 days notice to adjust systems, only notifying them of changes less than one business day after the memo was sent. Oregon's Attorney General Dan Rayfield saying, quote, "When this memo came out, we thought it must be a mistake. The law is clear, and this is not how you treat people."
A pedestrian is dead after being struck by a vehicle early this morning in southeast Portland. This was just before 6 near southeast Cesar Chavez and Harrison. Police say that victim died at the scene. The driver also stayed on scene and is cooperating with that investigation.
Tigard police have made an arrest after an early morning domestic disturbance. Police responded just after 7 to a home on Southwest Steve and Southwest 82nd. Someone told police Jacob Holton was inside a home with a gun and family members were inside.
Officers were already investigating him for assaulting a woman only hours earlier. After intervention from a tactical team, he agreed to come out and was arrested. He faces several charges tonight tied to those incidents. All right now, Mayor Keith Wilson giving a highly anticipated update on the city's shelter goals.
Yeah, let's go to the press conference right now to listen in.
Absolutely, and that's awesome. It's no secret that there are some skeptics out there about, meeting the goal. You've met the goal, but there are some folks, let me look at my notes here, some of them are on the city council who work with you every single day, that, filling shelter beds sounds more like a quota than, actually helping homeless folks. What are your words to that?
We measure it based on the lives saved. And we know in 2023, we lost over 400 people on the streets. The real measurement is when we look at this time and we do the numbers and we'll measure it in how many lives we've saved, because I am absolutely sure that we're going to see a major drop. And that's really what we should be measuring it by is community members that actually are living another day to be able to provide that housing, which is the ultimate goal. Absolutely.
And so we have 900 sheltered beds that are open, and then 200 more that will be open in the coming weeks.
That's right.
So is just over 1,000 shelter beds enough for the homeless population of Portland? Because it's a lot of people who are houseless in our city.
Yeah, we don't know. That's a number. It may be less and it may be more. But what we chose to do is to treat the crisis like a crisis, and as we're challenged, we will modify what we need. And right now we have about 200 beds open tonight. So we're ready to welcome all Portlanders in who need help. If we have those beds get full, we will open more beds. If they are less full and we have more ability to just have extra inventory, then we'll lower it. But the overall goal is to eventually be lowering and flexing down those numbers.
Absolutely. And so what are some things that you think the city can work on in the few months that you've had shelter beds open? You're opening more. What are some things that the city can work on?
Well, I can tell you, we have a shelter to housing strike team. You're seeing the first part of the shelter side of it, but housing has to be the other equation. So as robust and with as much tenacity as we've opened these shelter beds, my team and I every single week are working on how fast can we add housing, which is the ultimate goal. That's how we really get out of this crisis we're in.
Absolutely. Yeah. And overnight shelter beds are great. It offers a warm place for people to sleep.
That's right.
But, a lot of county leaders, what we've been seeing in the headlines recently is a call for accountability, right? Making sure there's some follow through, following up with folks who do come and use these shelter beds, because, it's not just a one night thing, it's multiple nights. It's a lifetime of people out on the street. So how do you anticipate to follow through with that accountability?
Yeah. Overnight shelter beds is a crisis response. It's making sure no one's going to die tonight, so we then can provide housing for them tomorrow. It's the first step in a continuum that you have to flex up and flex down. But the next step is 24/7 shelter, where we have case management, where we can help people get housing ready and work on their SSI or SSDI benefits. And then the goal is maybe it's transitional housing or treatment, and then maybe it's permanent supportive housing, but the goal is housing. It's one step in a continuum that must flex and flow. Right now, we don't have enough of life-saving care, and we're forcing people to the street to wait while we're getting our system ready. We're flipping that. We're not asking people to wait on the street anymore. It is time to help bring them in for life-saving care.
Do you think that the city is well equipped for that accountability and that follow through, following up with cases and people when they come into these shelters?
I believe so. I think we've got a great team doing phenomenal work. But here's the thing. If we're not equipped, we're going to find what the need is and we're going to fill that need. We started with just all gender beds and we realized we needed family shelter beds. And now we realized we need treatment and recovery oriented beds and women beds. If there's a need, this team has been so ready to accept the challenge and has filled in the gap with the challenge necessary, and they've achieved it.
Absolutely. I have 2 more questions.
We will continue to follow this later. Our Ariel Yacobazi is there asking tough questions to Mayor Wilson in a one-on-one interview. We'll have much more on this tonight on KOIN 6 News at 11.